Welcome to another episode of Figuring It Out with me, Pali Arons. This is my digital journal, my digital diary on how I navigate through life and how I figure out certain things. On today's episode, I'm calling this episode Daddy Issues. It's the 21st of July 2020 and it's Father's Day. Yeah, as you know, people out there are giving props to all the fathers out there, but not all of us have the same story. Not all of us can actually send our fathers a happy Father's Day WhatsApp message. Like, we all have different stories when it comes to our fathers. Well, mine is my father actually was murdered on the 26th of March 1977. So I technically grew up without my biological father, and I had to navigate life because of that. So if you do not grow up with your actual father, you tend to have issues in life. You somehow become just a little bit of a messed up person. But it's not all negative. So let me get into the story. So let me get into it. It's time for me to rip off the bandage. So basically, this is my childhood story. I grew up with a stepfather. He was very abusive, but you know how it is. There are some positive and some negative things, but as a child, the negative stuff always messes us up. So I don't know, like, when it comes to my childhood, there's certain things I've locked away because I believe, I think it's just too painful, so I've blocked it up in some segment in my brain that I hardly revisit. I think I revisit it from time to time, but I've locked it away. So I think I'm not gonna go deep into a long story today, but today I'm gonna do something that I haven't done yet. Today I'm gonna rub off a bandage. So because I didn't grow up with my father, I went through life searching for this person, trying to understand why me and stuff like that. And it's awkward being a teenager and stuff like that. And because of that, as I journeyed through life, I needed the outlet. I needed to find a way to actually deal with certain issues. And I started writing poetry. And just to help myself heal and just help myself navigate through life, I actually wrote this poem. And I've never recited it. I just wrote it and I put it on a blog. And I just left it there. And I kind of don't want to read it because it's sad. But today, as I said, I'm ripping off the bandage. So, as I said, I'm ripping off the bandage today, and let me recite this poem. And it goes like this. It's just entitled Dad. If I had one wish, I'd wish my dad next to me. If I had 1 hour, I'd spend that hour with you. A part of my life is missing. I'll never be able to get it back. You did not run away from your responsibility. You were taken by his will. A baby boy you had dreams and hopes for. A baby boy that don't know you at all. Your father didn't stay with you because he does not care. My father didn't stay with us because my father isn't here. He knows my face well. I don't know your face at all. You died with memories of me. I live without memories of you. You know my birthplace. I don't know your resting place. You held me in your arms once. I wanna touch your grave once. That you are truly miss. You somewhere up in the blue until the end of time. They say the good die young. Hard times I never asked for. Hard times I was given. Tell them you love them when they're still here. For when they're gone, words like I love you will be in vain. You never know what you have until it's taken away. He is something I never had, a feeling I'll never know. It is not a memory, it's just emptiness. Life goes on every day, but the day is coming near. At last I will see your face, at last we'll meet again. It may be in a moment in time, and that's all I'll ever need. Maybe we'll be together forever, maybe we'll be apart forever. I will not care at all, as long as I have that moment. Dad, Father, Pops, what was I gonna call you? This is your son, this is your dad. If you can hear me, I know you got my back. Well, yeah, that's the poem I wrote. That's the poem that I used to help me healing. Um, the thing that makes me happy, like I'm in the later stage in my life, like right now, because I'm on this spiritual journey. I know that when people pass on, they don't just disappear. They just in another reality. They just in another form, and so I'm no longer like worried about like the what ifs. You are not here. You are not here. Whatever. What I know right now is through meditation. In my spiritual journey, I actually realized that there are our ancestors, there are people that came before us that are actually looking out for us from the spiritual world. They are actually called guardian angels, and most of the times they are family that has passed on, that are in the other reality. And there is a thing like ancestors. I believe that there is a spiritual world, and there are some spirits that are looking after us, our spirit guides. It's actually, yeah, it's called our spirit guides. And I know for a fact that he's out there. He's one of my spirit guides. He's still looking out for me, and I know he makes his presence felt when I need it. Like, I think he's just been there all the time. Especially, this times when things, when we were young, things happen. You go out partying, and there's chances that something could happen to you. But through all these years, I've been partying, I've been doing all these things, and it always felt there was somebody out there just looking out for me. Like, I would be walking alone in the wee hours of the morning on my way home, and nothing would happen to me. Now no harm would come my way. So I know that out there are spirit guides, there are our ancestors looking out for us. So yeah, even though I grew up with daddy issues, I know my daddy is out there in the spirit world looking out for me. So I'm just saying to those who didn't grow up with that, just stay positive. Find your healing. Find ways for you to heal. Because I know growing up without a dad, it's very hard. So just find your ways, the way you can heal. And yeah, I know for a fact that I've decided like I'm not gonna bring a child into this world. That was my decision. I'm very happy playing the uncle role, playing the godfather role, and that's about it. I'm not a kids person, so I don't like giving kids around me for too long. Like at some point I feel like you have to return them to their parents. Yeah, so just finally, and that's been another episode of Figuring Out with Billy Arons. This is the Daddy Issues episode, and within the description I will add a link to the poem that's on my blog. Just check the description, you'll find a link to the poem. I hope you also can find healing in those words. Also, you can find me on Facebook. It's Billy Arons, Billy Simon Arons on Facebook. On Twitter and Instagram, it's Billy Arons ZA. You can find me on Snapchat also, and TikTok. I know we have to be everywhere. And if you are listening, I'd just like to thank you for like tuning in. That's me, Billy Arons, signing out, and have a blessed week. Much love. Namaste.